Okay, guys, let's see. Let's bring up the calendar. All right. So what's up, guys? My name's Dylan Stelly. I'm in the Kines 205 class, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use Google Calendar. Now, as you can already see, I'm a frequent user of Google Calendar. I think it's amazing. Seriously, the best thing, best free application I think that there is out there. So, that being said, let's get started. There's multiple ways you could view your schedule in Google Calendar. You have the weekly view, which I preferably enjoy using because I get to see my whole week, see what my whole week looks like. But of course, if you come right here to the drop down menu, they have the day view, which looks like that. So you can see what you look like for the day. This is Tuesday tomorrow, or Tuesday the 29th. You have the week view, the monthly view, where you can see your whole month planned out. They have the schedule view, which is like a scheduled task view, which is like, yeah, right there. And then they have the year where you can see each year. You can't really see what you have planned, but you can see the full year ahead of you and stuff. And then they have the 4-day task view. I don't really use that. My preference is the day and week view. I love these two. These two are my bread and butter. So yeah. That being said, let's move on. So now, for example, if I want to, let's say, a professor puts a calendar on Moodle, and I would like to save it onto my Google Calendar, I just simply come right here to these three little dots, click on the three little dots, and then I could import the calendar. Of course, I would have to save it onto my desktop or laptop first, and then import it through there. Or if they have a URL, I can use a URL. And then another cool thing, they have these calendars of interest, which is really, really awesome. That I really do enjoy because I'm a big sports guy, so I like to keep up with all my sports. So, for example, they have all these holidays. So, like, if I want to keep up with the Christian holidays, I can do that. But like I said, I'm a big sports guy, so I like to keep up with the sports. We're out of football season, but baseball's around the corner. So you just simply click on baseball, MLB, and as you can already see, I already got the Astros highlighted there. Hopefully, we get a good season this year. All right. So moving on. Now, another cool thing about Google Calendar is, as you can see here, you can have multiple calendars on one platform or on one account. So, for example, as you can see here, these are all my calendars that I created. And then I also have these other calendars, which are like other stuff or whatever. I don't use this. I don't need that anymore. All right. So, for example, as you can see there, my Astros calendar is right there. But just going into, so like my calendars, these are all my calendars that I created, that I'm associated with. Like, for example, this week, um, this pink color right here is like my personal calendar for like if I have something that's dealing with me coming up. For example, tomorrow on Monday, every Monday I bowl in a bowling league, so I have that coming up. And then this yellow one is Fatima Soccer. I'm the head coach for Fatima soccer team, and we got a game Tuesday night against Cathedral. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I also have my school calendar, which is this ugly color because I'm not a big fan of school, so I gave it an ugly color. It's like a charcoal gray kind of color. And then, so another thing that I do, I'm a manager for UL softball. So that's basically how I was able to get this calendar right here. So the UL stuff is in this red right here. And that's kind of how I learned at first how to receive a calendar from someone else. I didn't know how to actually send a calendar to someone else, but that's how it's able to, and I think that's really cool where you just simply type in someone's email address, Google email address, and send them the calendar, and voila, it's right there. And if I don't want to look at it anymore, I just simply click this box and it all disappears. You can see. Yep. So yeah. So let's say I want to add an event. All right. So I'm going to come right here to 1400 hour, which is 2 o'clock. All right. Go 2 o'clock. And as you can see here, just by clicking on that time slot, I was able to just quickly add, for example, let's do a meeting just like from the video that we saw, meeting with Bob. All right. And of course, I could change the calendar. So if it's like a parent or the athletic director for Fatima, I could simply put it under Fatima. Or if it's like anything school related, I could do with school, soccer, whatever, anything related. I could just do it that like that. Just select the calendar. But of course, if I need more options, I just simply come right here to more options, and I could basically do everything I need right here. So for example, let's say this meeting, it's not only going to be for this specific day, but it's going to be a weekly meeting. I could simply come right here and hit custom, and I could basically select which day it will repeat on, repeat every blank weeks, and I could also select whenever I want it to end. So if I want it to end on this specific date, I could tell it to end on this specific date, or I could tell it to end on after 13 occurrences, which is really cool. That's a pretty awesome feature that I really do love about Google Calendar. Another thing too, I can also add a location. So if the meeting is at a specific place, I can add that location there. And if I need a notification, which I definitely use this a lot, I don't use the email notification, but I do use my phone notification. So if I want the notification 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, an hour before the meeting actually starts, I can simply do that right there. Now, let's say this meeting, let's say Bob is all the way in, I don't know, Hawaii for one of the conferences, and we need to add him. Therefore, we could conference with him. We could add a hangout. So we could just simply click hangout right there, and I come right here and I add Bob's name, Bob, whatever, and yeah, you just go from there. That's a friend Bob, not the real Bob. I don't know a real Bob. So yeah, that's basically how you do that, and then the Hangouts will already be set up. So as soon as that time hits, boom, we just go to Hangouts, and voila. So yeah, and then after you're done, you just simply come here right here, click save, and then voila, your meeting with Bob starts right there. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I showed how to set up. I showed how to import from Moodle, how to share calendar with others, how to create a Google Hangout using Hangout. So I basically did everything. Well, all right. So that's pretty much it. That's my tutorial on Google Calendar. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. You get to see all of my personal stuff. As you can see, I got a somewhat of a busy week. I still haven't inputted a lot of things. First, I'll show you a big. There you go. That's kind of a busy week right there. Yep. Everything kind of back and forth with each other. So yeah, that's how that calendar is going to look like that in a little bit. So yeah. Well, that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Later.